Hello and welcome to today's stream. We're going to be doing more of our model. We're going to also sit in the chatting window for a little bit because I may not be fully set up yet. But I figured I would just come and chat so we're not sitting in the starting soon for like 15 minutes. But yes, so this may be the last stream of this model. Because as the title of today's stream says, we're going to be moving our Vroid model into Unity. First, though, we're going to be back into Vroid because there's a few things that you need to do for your model before you put it into Unity. And then there's a few more things I want to do specifically for Unity. That I'll explain it better when we get into it. You know? To make sure now everything is all... Oop, shit, I moved my camera by mistake. There we go. That should hopefully be better. Okay. So, and beginning things. I think I may have fixed the looking up issue a little bit as I raised my camera up so it's more eye level. I think it's still a little bit, but you know... As well as, I'm using my drawing tablet, so whenever I look down at it, it's going to look like I'm closing my eyes. I can't do anything about that, but it should be all good now. Now, swap over. Look at that. I am small. Why am I so small? Be a little bigger. There we go. There we go. So we are back in here. Because at the end of last stream, I showed all the stuff for exporting it and all of that. If you're just having it in Vroid, you're not putting it into anything else. There's a few different things you need to do when you export it. As well as to do some of the things we're doing, you need to have more on. That makes any sort of sense? I'll explain it when we get to those spots. As I hit my microphone, I am sorry if you heard that. So, but for Vroid, for in Unity, what I'm going to show is that we're going to toggle this coat on and off. We're going to add some more expressions. I think I'm going to show how to toggle like these earrings off, the horns off, and things like that. So, I want to show, I think I mentioned it before. Let me put my square back up. Okay, I want go here. I was debating whether or not I was going to put it in the... what the horns are. The horns are in the other spot. I'm going to just make a thing for this. So we'll create new. Edit hairstyle. There we go. So, for expressions. How some expressions can have the little symbols for it. To do that and be able to toggle them, we have to do that all in hair. And so we're going to come here, and I'm going to show how to do that. I guess we'll just keep it here. This is just basic material. Oh, and two, literally right after last stream, I saw that Vroid had updated, and the best feature they could have added, I was talking about before, that sometimes all these hair materials can duplicate, and you have to go through and individually get rid of them. Now, if you click here, you can delete all unused materials. Greatest feature ever. And so, this right here, what is... No, that's that. Okay. whenever the music switches, I get a little pop-up on my screen, like right here. And this right here looked like the pop-up, but it's not. It's the curves. And I was like, what is that right there? So we're going to make that not fit the head. We're not going to mess with it too much, as we're going to come here to resize. Actually, we're going to move it out of the head so we can see it better. And we're going to make it really flat, like how we did for the earrings. Want it to be super flat. Like this. How flat is that? So this. That looks flat enough. Now we'll just move it back over here. And so for the first expression we're going to do for the angry thing. I actually don't know what some of these are called. So hair things. I want this to be straight. I want to get rid of all of these, like when we did, the earrings. Just taking all these points and I'm moving them all the way up. A completely flat surface. I want this to also be flat. Flat thickness doesn't matter. What? Hello? See, there we go. I want just a few points. Is this only 2? Nope, that's more than 2. Let's come back to brush here. Oh. Because I deselected it. Once there's a hair here, if you deselect it, it won't do anything. But when there's no hair, that's when it will do that. So I want just a tiny one. Is that only 2? That is indeed only 2 points. I think, did I make it flat? I'll have to, let me make sure I made it flat. Did I make it flat? I did not. Okay, so I want it flat. And then there. Okay. So. Oh, is this the earring? I thought this was the earring material. That's the earring. Oh, this is the other earring material. Let's rename you to earring 2. Is this the right key? I can't actually see this part of my keyboard. There we go. So earring 2. And we will just add a new material and we'll make that the material. I'm gonna come here and do that. And so what we'll do here is I want to make it not as wide. I'm gonna use the X position just to move it over some, I think. I think I want it actually more in front. Just move this. I never actually deselected move. And there. I'm just gonna move the entire thing over. There we go. Don't mind that it is clipping. It will be fine. I want to then come this, edit texture. We'll make a new one. I typically, when I do this, you can completely get rid of that. Oh, not the alpha lock. But then you can't see where the hair is. And so I'll typically keep that so I can see it. And then I'll come and basically draw on top of this. Yeah, I want symmetry. Symmetry is not going to work here, right? Nope. Okay, never mind. I do not want symmetry because it doesn't actually matter. So we're going to do... Yeah, I want a red. I think I want a bit of a darker... I still want it bright, but I think a little darker like that. And we're going to make this symbol here. You know? Let's see. I want it to be, though, closer on the forehead, like here. Want these to actually be more curved. There we go. And then if we get rid of that, this is still there. Wonderful. Angry. And so what we'll be able to do then is we'll be able to put this onto the angry expression once we put it into Unity. And so that will pop up when we toggle that one. So we will get out of this now. You see, we have this one here. I think I'm going to do one more. So I'm just going to kind of duplicate this. Duplicate. And I almost want to do I think like an exclamation point, almost a surprise one. Let's go like here maybe. Like that. Then I'm going to, let's rename this to make it easier. I actually looked around my tablet that time to find my keyboard. We'll rename that angry. We'll make a new material. Because I guess I should explain this too. Anything you want to be toggleable needs to have its own material. Because like all the hair is connected to the, let's use my cursor. All the hair, all the actual hair that's connected to this hair material. What you're doing is when you're going to make it toggleable, you're changing the transparency of this material. So anything that has this material will disappear. So if you want it to not disappear, like these horns, I want to be able to keep them and like take them off and have the hair still be there. They need to be their own material. Obviously, to get the different textures, they need to be their own material. But say you have like part of the hair. Say you have like, you do this, but then you also have like pigtails, right? You wanted to be able to take the pigtails off, you need to have a separate hair texture just on those. So you can take them on and off without having all of the hair disappear. And so, now I'll come here. And we're going to name it to that, because that's what I'm going to be drawing on it. That off, that off. Well, now, edit this texture. Oh, wait. Let me come here. And put that there. There we go. Now we can edit this texture. Come here. Thinking maybe a yellow or maybe an orange. Supposed to do a yellow like here maybe. See. Yeah, I think that works. Do like this. Make it a square too. Let's make it match. There we go. Oh, you can see how the difference of it looks. That's why I would draw it here and not try to draw it like this. Because it won't look the same. If I come here and I... See how that looks right there? Versus here? So drawing it on this is better. And then if you want to take it out of Vroid to maybe clean it up in a different program or something like that, you then will just follow this guide you've made of how it stretches on this hair. See, I want to turn now that off. I can actually just delete that. So there's that one. Let's come here. I actually think I'm going to put it on this side right here. We're going to do that. We're going to actually move the entire thing. You can come over here if you want to move hair and move it with the X position. But since it's only the one piece, I'm going to just kind of move it with this. Like that. Okay, I'm going to do... Actually, I'm going to do it like this, I think. Actually, let's see. If I go like this, and what if I make it longer? Because I wanted to make the exclamation point longer anyways. And then we go like this. Then I may rotate it some. So I have the exclamation point going that way. And then bring it back down. I think I want it rotated even more. More like that, yes. Okay, let's now deselect. So there we go. Okay, let's hide out. There's our exclamation point. And so, while we're in the hair, we're going to make sure that all the hair is ready for being exported. So what you want to do is you want to make sure all your textures are all of your materials here or hairs are selected to the right texture or material. Your hair group, as it is set up here, let me use the words that are over here, are selected to the right material, which is right here. See, is it just one layer, or would you be able to do like 2 in parallax? You could. Let's see. I wonder if I just duplicate this hair, I come here, then you could also try to just duplicate the group. I think it's fine if I do it like this, because then I'll bring it over some. Bring it over like this. I'll bring it down some. Actually, you know what? I'm going to actually not duplicate. Delete. Delete. I will actually duplicate this one then. And I want to here and rotate it even more. Now move it down this way. And let's make the entire thing a little bit smaller. And then let's move it back this way so I can have a smaller one, kind of like this. There we go. And so now, even though these are on 2 different groups here, since they're put on the same material over here, when you go to mess with them, they both will act as like one because it is the same material. And so, see, you have the 2 there. In reality, I could probably have these also curve back by messing with the hair guide, but I think the flat adds to it. And so, and we don't want these to have any sort of bones or anything like that because they don't need to like wiggle or anything. And so these are good just the way they are. I'm just going to come here and make sure that this is angry. That is, yep. So that one's good. So that one is the exclamation point. So is that. And then we're exclamation point, exclamation point. We're just going to go through for all of these and make sure. So horn, horn, horn. Yep. No earring. Yep. Earring, earring. And then this one. Yep. So that one's all good. We don't need to do these because we already did that. And let's see. Yeah. So these are all. You can, if you want, go through and make sure all of that. But I did that. I was kind of already doing it when we were doing the hair the first time. And so, I guess you also don't really need to make sure. Of course, if they all look correctly, they should all be on the right materials. It just saves a bit of a headache if it turns out some aren't. So, like that. Let's now overwrite. And to make them ready for Unity, everything you want to be able to toggle or anything needs to be on. So if you were to try to export it without these symbols on, the symbols will not be there to mess with. So everything needs to be on. So that's all the hair. And then we'll come over to the outfit. We'll edit texture. Get rid of that now. So now we will come here and select everything. So that's the undershirt. Now we want view it. No. You, yes. So you're on and you're on. Okay. Now, bottoms. On. On. Shoes are all on. That's all good. That's all good. Okay. And so, when taking it to put into Vroid, model's gonna look a little funky. Depending on how many things you have to be able, like you're wanting to have toggle or things and all that, it can look very strange. So there's all of that selected. Over right. There. I think it'd be fun to add an accessory. We're gonna actually add just like, I think I'm gonna go sunglasses. See, I want a good frame shape. See that, or we can go heart glasses. Let's see that. I think that works. See, and then for glasses, you moving forwards, all that, resting on nose, all that kind of stuff. See. What do I want to do here? Oh, it makes that thinner. I think I do want that thinner. Kind of goes into the hair anyways. What does this mean? I don't know what that means. I moved it forward some. Do I want it all the way back? I guess all the way back works. Now we'll just edit texture. So these are the frames. Let's go for, let's keep with the gold vibe we got going on. No? This should be, yep, these are the frames. You know what, actually, I think I want these to be. You know what, actually, let's go like this. I want them to be darker, but we're just going to do this and we're going to lower the opacity here to make it darker. Maybe? No, I actually don't like that very much. Come here, let's make this white. Let's try to make a gray instead. Oh wait, that's the white. Let's select the black once again. Go fully white, but let's like... Not liking some of these colors. Let's, no, red. Let's come... Here, let's make it a bit brighter. Or just kind of over here then. I'm gonna put the symmetry back on so I don't have to have the full thing. There we go. That works there. And then for the lenses, we can make... This is where I've said that I know Vroid can support transparency because, there's your transparency. Let's see. What kind of pink do I want? Do I want it? I think I want it more a bright pink. Kind of see through it right there. Maybe I don't like that. We'll see. We'll just go 30. Let's take this back to black, actually. Turn it down some. Let's do this. That's 30. Let's go back up. I want to select that color. I want to make that color. Have these all match. You're gonna... Oh. I'm not on the right one. Now let's do it. There we go. Now let's bring this down. There we go. Do that? No, I think we'll go 45. Does it really match anything else? No. But it's fine. And so there's that. We'll just it out. Oh. I'll save real quick since I clicked it twice. As it saves. We already did the look, accessories, so at this point, it can be taken out as well. We have everything toggled on, all the separate expression things, the outfits, the horns, glasses, because why not? I think I wrote notes down to make sure I did everything. The notes were just both the coat on and off stuff. Which, very helpful. I actually hadn't read that earlier. I just know I did it, I think, for last stream, I think. But so now, come over here to export. Export as a VRM. Here. So now, here's the things you'll have to do different. You'll have to come over to the reduce polygons, and you'll have to uncheck delete transparent meshes. This should not be selected. And so now we come here, and then we go reduce materials. And then we want to uncombine, so deselect the combine hair meshes. And that should be, and so those are the two things you need to do. It needs to be uncheck delete transparent meshes, and uncheck combine hair meshes. And now you can export as a VRM0. So we're gonna go, I'm just gonna call this Unity model, just so it doesn't get confused with the other one. Creator. Go. All this stuff, we already did it. You can choose that kind of stuff. All that. I'm not going to pay attention to it right now because I'm only doing it for the stream. We will now export. Here. Processing. And then you'll just save it to where you want. See, I have made a folder for this, didn't I? I did indeed. So we will save. So now, we're done in Vroid. I'm going to... see, I will hide Vroid for a second. I will minimize this now. And so now, let me come here while I explain what we're going to do. So, in the description... see, let me pull up my description of the stream. There are links to multiple places for things you'll need to have for Unity. You'll have to have Unity itself, which you'll need the Unity Hub, which is where you will make the scene. I can't remember what that's called. Scene or something. If I pull up this, does it call it a scene? It does call it a scene. I think it's a scene. You'll have to have it to make that. You'll have to have the version that we're using. It has many different versions. In here, I have the Unity archive because we're using a previous version, which I'll say the name of in just a second. And then we have UNIVRM, which is a plugin for Unity that allows you to put your VRM model into Unity. Like, not allow you to... yeah. Yes. And also allow you to export it as a VRM and that kind of stuff. So, it's been a bit since I've had to set up the actual scene, because I pre-set up the scene. That's why I'm explaining it through words and not showing, because I wanted to make sure there were no hiccups on actual stream, because any hiccups would 100% be my own doing. And so I pre-made it. I can't remember how long ago now. But the version of Unity we will be using is the 2020.3.13 F1, which I should put in the description, which I will do right now, actually, while we're talking. Let's see. Let's come here. Where are the buttons I'm wanting? Want you. There. So. So for Unity, it is 2020.3.13 F1. Okay, so I'll save that so you can look at that. Then we'll go back to edit again. And then that's the version of Unity we'll need. And then we need a different version of the UNIVRM. So UNIVRM. That version is the 0.98.0. Let me pull up my paper so I can actually read what I wrote. So, 0.2 F6B. My goodness. So I think it's really all you have to download is the 0.98.0. I think the 0.2 FB6 is just things for when it actually downloads. But I full on just copied the download thing from my folder and not... And so we will save that. For both of those websites, you should be able to just... So for the Unity archive, it gives you the years. You should be able to just click on 2020 and just scroll until you find 13. Just, I think, somewhere in the middle. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so it's somewhere in the middle. So just install that. And then for the UNIVRM, you can come... It will have a thing where it says find a release. And you can just put in 0.98 and it'll give you the one release. Yeah, so you don't actually need the things at the end. Make it not confusing. I'll actually get rid of that. You get to hear me ramble about those extra numbers, but those extra numbers aren't needed. So we'll go like that. Save. But the other things are at the end of the Unity one. So that is the version for that one. Hello. And there. And then we will be in Unity. Then. Oh yeah, and then for Unity, you will have to make a account. You can make a free account, like a personal one. You just make the account. Unity does have the like paid ones and all that. For this, you do not need that at all. I wouldn't be showing this if that was the case. So now we'll come back over here. Now we have Unity. Don't mind this here. I was messing with things and seeing things prior to starting stream, and then I was canceling them in the center of in the middle of it doing things, and so it doesn't like to do that sometimes. So to get this to capture properly, I cannot have the bar that's at the very top right here, and so I took a screenshot of it. me come here and I'll just make it bigger real quick. So there is a white bar at the top of the screen that has your stuff. So file, edit, assets, all that. To put the from the UNIVRM and then the UNIVRM 0, I'm pretty sure will not be there when you first open your scene. But what you'll need to do is you'll need to go over to Assets, Import Package, Custom Package. You will select your UNIVRM plugin, and then it will go through. It will download it. You will get a pop-up in your actual Unity window. You'll just import it. You'll get another pop-up screen. I may have wrote everything down as I was doing it so I could say everything. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing to make sure I don't forget any of these steps. You'll get another pop-up screen. You'll just accept all, and then you can close it. And you'll have, let me get rid of that now. You will have the plugins you need for it. So now what you should be able to do is just open the folder where you saved your model. Let me... Here. You should be able to just then take your model and drag it into here. What I like to do, just so things don't get cluttered... Let me move this folder out of the way so I can see chat still. That will come here. I'm just gonna fully minimize it. I'll come here. I will right click. And you can't see my right clicks, but on the top it'll have create, right? Or is there just a folder thing? Let me make sure I'm doing the right thing. Yes. It'll be create. Oh yeah. It'll be create, and then there'll be a thing that says folder. You'll just click it, make a new folder. And I'll just name it whatever you feel like it. Let it load in. Oh, you can see it. See it loading. You can't see it loading when it's in Vroid. Then, just to keep it less cluttered, I will then come... Not, the folder. This is the folder. You'll then drag and drop your model into here. Just let it load some. Just keep doing things. I'm wishing I can minimize this, but it's not. I'm gonna minimize my folder thing so I can look at my OBS screen while it's going on. But there we go. Now I can. See? He's doing okay trying to keep up with the stream while also doing work stuff. If you need me to repeat anything or go back and re-show anything, just put it in chat and I will 100% re-show or do anything like that. I'm trying my best not to be confusing, but like once we're in here, it's I guess a little bit more technical. But yes. But now now that everything's in here, it will come and it will put all of this stuff in it. So that's why I like to put it in its own separate folder. Just so in your normal assets things with your other stuff, it's not like just a bunch of other random folders. And you don't have to do that. What I like to do is at the start of all of these folders, let me open up the folder thing on the sidebar. It will put the name of your model. So I named mine Unity model. And then it will put dot whatever the folder is. I typically will just go through and I'll just rename all these folders just to get rid of that front part. Just so I can easily see. If you like named your model something super short or anything like that where you can still see the text, it's fine. But like when I've done like my model, obviously it's named Midnight Wisteria, and so it's not the shortest of names. And so I just come through here and just get rid of all of that for the most part. We won't actually be touching most of these folders, but I like to do them all so they're cohesive for my own brain. But the ones we'll really need to worry about are not the meshes, the material folder, and the blend shape folder. I don't think we're touching anything else. I'll show the things with the texture folders, but we're only touching those two, the materials folder and the blend shape folder. So now we need our model in the scene here. You can, in reality, come and drag this model into it, but then it's kind of oddly in the scene. See how it's like it's like below ground and all that. So delete that. And what you do instead is this panel over here called hierarchy. I will drag and drop it into the hierarchy folder. And that instantly puts it level on the ground, all that kind of stuff. Just makes it easier when you're trying to look at things. So, looks really strange like this with all the stuff, but it's fine here. And so now we want to make the default look. And so we want these expressions to come off and all that stuff. So we'll go over to materials. I will also go through typically and rename all the materials as well, as they're called everything is called by a number. So if you don't have a lot, or if there's only a few things you're doing, you don't need to do any of that. As you can see, all of these. See, what is this? Like this one here. This one's a completely blank one. This one's eyelashes. Since we didn't put eyelashes on, no need for any of that. See, like this one here is the frames. This one is lens. Glasses lens. This one is the skin. Some of these I always find funny when I'm naming them because they end up being so weird. When you just think about it. I just renamed one skin. This one's the face. So just rename to face. This one's highlights. Sit here for a second as I go through and rename them all because I like them to be all renamed. This is the irises, so we'll actually rename this to irises. I actually don't remember how you spell irises off the top of my head, so eyes. We'll just keep it with that. This is the whites, the scleras. Okay, these are the eyebrows. Eyebrows. Hello. These are the lashes. This one here. These are the eye lines. So eye lines. This is the mouth. This one here is the hair back. Oh, this is the base hair. Rename. The base hair. That's not how you spell hair. There we go. Base hair. See, this one is the horns. I can just tell by the texture of them. This here rename is one of the earrings. So earrings 1. Means this one here is earrings 2. Rename. Earrings 2. And this is the hair with the gradient. And then this is the hair without it. The just all dark. Dark. This one's angry. Did I spell that correctly? Close enough. Let's see. Oh, that's shoes. What part of the shoes is this? I'm trying to think. Let's look at this. Let's see how any of that looks. No. That one. Does this have... is there shading on the bottom of these shoes? I can't remember. There are indeed. So I'm taking it that this one here... Oh, wait, no, not here. Here. What are some of these? Actually... Oh, wait, no, this is a full thing. So this should be, I think, the full texture, actually. Trying to look and see... I'll show an easy way to tell all this. Here, I'll actually show the easy way to tell what's what. You can't figure out by the names and things. We'll come here, and this is how we'll do the getting the default outfit. You'll come over here to texture, where it says lit color, comma alpha. Come here to where it says A down here. You'll bring it all the way down, and you'll be able to see. Oh, I zoomed in too far, and then zoomed out too far. Our model loses their shoes. And so meaning this part right here is the base of the shoe. So these are the heel portion of it. Heels. And this one is the coat. See, what are these? This one, these may look as the same. So this is, I'm assuming then the undershirt for the coat. Undershirt means this one should be the overshirt. Yes. And we will rename to just shirt. Rename that. This is the pants. And you could, as you're going through this, do the default model. But I like going through and renaming everything and then doing the default thing, just so I don't, like, forget to do anything or be like, granted, though, you can re-look over everything, but just to keep it more consistent. See, what is this? This looks like the bottom part of the shoes. This is the boot portion of the shoe. Is that everything named? Oh no, we have this one right here, which is the decorative piece. Just call it waist. The waist piece. That is everything named. So that is everything named. Actually, probably don't need my drawing tablet because you won't really need that for this part. I'm going to actually lower it so it doesn't get in my way. Real quick. Don't mind me. There we go. Now I've lowered it out of my way. So, now that everything's named, we'll go through and we'll make the default outfit. So, we don't want the exclamation points to stay. So we'll go over back to where it says... I guess I could explain this a little better. In the right side panel, it is called Inspector. It tells you what material you've selected. And so we have the exclamation point. Go down to where it says Color. And then in color, it has texture. And then you'll have one that says lit color, comma, alpha. And you'll click on the box with the color. It'll bring up a pop-up. Oh, you can't actually see the pop-up. What the fuck? One second. Give me a second. May need to fix something real quick then. How do I want to do this? Display capture? You know what? I don't want to do display capture like this. So let's go here. Let me quickly try to get this to work. Let's come. Just like capture my entire display. Here. That works. Should be fine. Capture cursor. Yes. I want to make sure that it doesn't capture any audio. On it, I think we should be fine. There. We're gonna see. We're going to pop this down here. Make that not visible. Make it out of studio mode now. Come here. So, I now have captured my display. Don't mind me as I still fiddle with it some. Let's come here so you can actually see my mouse. Over in this bottom right corner, as the music changes, you are going to see a pop-up for the music. It is capturing my display so you can see all the windows and all that kind of stuff. I can't do anything about that. But you'll get to see what the name of each song is then, and see how little in this playlist there actually is, and all of that kind of stuff. I have to remember not to try to go to other tabs as I'm doing this. Granted, it doesn't really matter what tabs I have open, but you know, okay. So now we are here. Default outfit. Let's start over here with the exclamation point. Tab. See, what if I just make me smaller? I'm going to hide the tablet. We don't need that. I'm going to make me smaller. I'm a little guy now. See, we're going to be a little guy on the other side of the screen. Have I ever been this far over on the screen? There we go. Make me a little bit bigger. But I'm kind of off the screen. But now I'm not hiding a whole bunch. So, on the exclamation point, so as I was saying before, the inspector thing will come over here to the textures, lit color alpha. Then we'll click on the box, which has this paint tool, this eyedrop. So we'll click on that. Here's the pop-up window that I was talking about beforehand. It has the RGBs. You don't mess with any of those. You start messing with them, it will change the color of the way your texture looks. We want to come down all the way over here to A, which is for alpha, which is the transparency. And we'll come down and we'll bring it all the way down to 0. And now it's gone. See? And so if we come now over to angry and we do the same thing, we've made it disappear. Let's go over to the frames. The frames go away, as well as the lenses. See, we want the base hair, we want the boot, the coats, the earrings, lashes, face, you want the normal shirt. So the one with the puff sleeves to go away. There we go. Now, dang, new side of the screen energy is off the charts. It's so new and exciting. The left side. Is it the left side or the right side? I realize I'm saying this if you're facing it, which I think makes sense. Like, when I'm facing it, this side's my right side. And so, yes, this would be the correct way to say it, because, yeah. Even though technically, if you want to go, this is the right side of the model. But when you're facing towards it, this is the right side of your screen. But my mouse will be wherever it's at. And so, don't mind me as I'm like, is it really left or right? We're not getting that deep. Yeah, so you have your alpha all the way down. I think you'll be able to tell if the alpha, tell the alpha's all the way down based on this little box here has, you can see it better on the shade color. We're not going to be touching the shade color because we don't have shading on. But there's this little bar right here that, on this one, that will turn completely black. You have the alpha. There. No, speaking of that, I realize I think I still have, I didn't do this. Okay, you want to know something? I forgot to show something because I did this off stream. Oh, look, you can see my nice iTunes. StreamBeats by Harris Heller. Cherry soda. I'm not over there to hide it right now. I forgot to show something in the very beginning. When you first put your model in, you're going to have some crazy freaking shadows. You're going to have crazy shadows. Come over here and because it's going to be on this. You're going to see like this here, which is some... You'll have to go over to the hierarchy screen where it says directional lighting. You'll have to come over to where it says shadow type. So on the inspector side, come down to where it says light, all the way down to shadow type. And it'll say hard shadows. We'll go and select no shadows. And it'll get rid of all the pre-made shadows. There we go. I realized while talking about the shadow thing, it's like, wait, I never talked about that. That it starts with shadows and you have to turn them off. That is if I'm correct, the shadows you see, you technically, if you wanted to, could keep them on. Because those won't affect your final export. But it can make your stuff look a little wonky if you're not with some of the shadows and things, and I think it's just better to turn them off. So, now then, we've got our default look. Got everything extra turned off. We'll now come over to the blend shape folder. And we'll come over to... So all these just say blend shape ... And so you have to go over to the one for, I think most of the time it's the third one over. But as soon as you start adding blend shapes, the placement of it will get wacky. I think it's the only one, actually looking at it, I think it's the only one that doesn't say ... of the blend shape ones. Because it's literally just called blend shape. All the other ones are for the different expressions you already have. The blend shape, and you'll be able to come here. Oh, what we'll do is we're going to actually come here. Deselect it. Let's click on our Unity model, right? Actually, let's get back here. Unity model still selected. We should then now come here. No. Damn. Sometimes that works. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes if you have your model selected and you're selecting something, it will automatically recognize that that's what you're wanting to work on. But we'll do it the normal way and not trying to like cheat our way around. So, we'll come, you have the blend shape tab or blend shapes selected. On the inspector page, it will say right here, it'll have what it says right here. It says none game object. You'll select it. You'll select this little like circle. Is that a circle? Yeah, it's a circle with a dot in the center. You'll select that. It'll bring up all these assets here. You'll select the name of your model, so what your model is. You'll even see it pop up down here in the like preview tab. And then you got it select. Then it is now selected. So now when you mess with these, you mess with the blend shapes of your model. So this here is a preview page. You start clicking on things, it'll change down here, and you won't see any difference up here, right? And what I will do instead is come over to this 3 dots right here. You'll click it and convert to a floating window. And then you can zoom out, get the full thing, come up very close. And this will show you what it looks like as you're going through these models. And so if you wanted to say come over to one that you already made, so we'll just click on angry because I'll have to show other things with it. You'll come of angry selected. We'll come over to where it says blend shape down here, right? Yeah. We'll click on the face. We will bring it down. And here are all the sliders. These are all the sliders that you get in Vroid. So how the different expressions look. Here's like the browse for each expressions, left, right, close. So here's your hide irises, hide highlights, the mouth, the things, all this stuff down here. And so if you want to like make a custom expression, you can mess with all of those. Or you want to just tweak the expression you already have. There. I don't think I'll be tweaking any of these as they're the same expressions from They're the same sliders as in Vroid. And so what we'll be doing instead is let's do the symbols first, since we're on angry. So to add the symbol we had, we'll come over to material list. It will have an empty list thing here. We'll come to the plus, and it'll give us this pop-up. Well, I guess not really a pop-up, but we'll drop this down. Nope. Oh. I guess that's the pop-up. I was expecting it to expand differently. That's, I think, the next one. We'll come down to what we named it. This is also why I like to rename all the materials, or at least the ones you want to mess with. Because otherwise, you would see this, and it is just all those numbers, and you don't see any of the extra stuff that you would see beforehand if you're actually selecting the material itself in the material folder. And so, it's just easier. We'll come over to angry. And then afterwards, we have another one that comes underneath it. We want to make that, this one is... Which one is this one again? This? I think it's color? Yeah. I know how to do this, I promise. I've done this before. It took me a second. I think it's color? No. Not color, is it? It's, oh, not that. I think it is color. I think I just need to... I don't remember having to change the colors on things. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. I thought it was color, not me quickly opening up a completely different Unity page for my personal stuff that I've worked on so I can check exactly what it is. You know? Hello. How am I? I'm doing good. We're gonna see how this goes. Oh, please don't take forever to open. Of course, I'm like, let me quickly do this because I know how to do this. It's just, it's been a second since I've touched this. And should I have gone through this one and just refresh my brain a little bit? Maybe. Did I do it? No. Why is this one taking so long? Well then, see, oh, it's becoming less now? Okay. Faster? The bad part is I don't want to switch back and continue. Oh, there it goes. It popped up. I didn't want to switch back because it was my desktop. And as soon as it opened, it's going to pop up with the other one. Okay. So now I come here. Oh, where's the one I want? Oh my goodness, this one. Where? Not me individually selecting each blend shape because it all says the same thing. Is it closer to the bottom? It must be closer to the bottom. Still going through individually selecting things, being super entertaining. Oh my god. Why are there so many here? Where the hell is it? I skipped right over it. Yep, I'm great. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna ignore that fact at all, like, completely. That didn't happen. That's the one I want. Yep. Okay. There. It is color. How odd. I was correct. Thank you for sitting through all this as I figure out if I was correct, just to learn that I was indeed correct. Okay, now we are back. Oh, is indeed color. Let's come. Oh my god. Quick double clicking. There we go. Is color. So you'll have to come and bring the red all the way up, the green all the way up, and the blue all the way up. And then the alpha all the way up. And you can see that it reappears. Can't happen plus can't prove it plus get dunked on. That whole section wasn't there. You know, it's so strange that the live stream cut out for that time, but, you know, nothing happened. But as you can see now on this pop-up window, now that we've brought the colors all the way up, including the alpha, we now have a little symbol right here. So now when let's go back to neutral, we go to angry, it will automatically pop up. Now what we want to do is we're gonna now create blend shapes. Is Unity hard to learn? Using Unity for other things? Probably. I don't actually know. I only ever touch Unity for Vroid models. And the Vroid model part is quite simple, and I think, in my opinion, anything else, I can't tell you. I know Unity is used for games and this and that and all that. I know jack shit about any of that. But yeah. And what I'm going to do, let's see. Let's see. I'm going to come back here as I do this. Oh, okay, here, I'll show it why I'm over here. And then because it's going to pop up, because it's display capture, it's going to pop up with my files. I'd prefer not to have my files on... There's nothing bad in my files. Just, I'd prefer not to. So what we'll do is you'll come over here and you'll click blend shape. I'll come here, you'll click blend shape, which will pop up with a file thing. Can I bring that off my display? I can now. So, actually, it doesn't really matter if it's on my display or not. We can stay here. So, you'll click your create blend shape. It will then bring you with a pop-up. It'll be the blend shapes folder in your model. And you can name it whatever you want. Doesn't really matter, I think, what you end up naming it. I'm going to name this that, because we're going to do the coat off. And so you'll just name it whatever. You'll click save, come back here, and then you'll see right here, blend shape, okay, blend shape clip. I just put underscore coat off. It will appear right here, one of these. It will also appear in this one right here. See, it's got a bit of a learning curve, but also pretty useful for like using for a single tool, as in Vroid models. Yeah, I think if you wanted to do more with Unity, it's a bit more like kind of like using learning to use Photoshop to crop a photo versus learning to do digital editing. Yeah. That's what I would compare it to 100%. So, hello. Thanks for the rename. Unity is a game engine, right? I think so. I think so. Yeah, we're just using... What we're using we're using Unity is to put our Vroid model into it, change those things, and then re-export the model by itself out to then use. So here's now you've created your blend shape. You've done all of that. You've blend shape clip. I will typically just come here. This will be whatever you named your thing. And I guess technically you don't need it to say blend shape clip. I just do it for whatever reason. I will get rid of that. Let's rename it like this. Blend shape name. So coat off. We will zoom out. So we're not going to change the expression at all on this one because that's not what we're wanting. we'll come and do the exact same thing we did for the angry. We'll add the, we want to add, first let's get the coat off. See, where did I put coat? Right here. And so what we'll do is we'll come here to now color, and now we won't touch it. It has made it all the color go away and all the alpha go away. You can see it, the coat disappeared. And then what you'll come here as well, and when you click the add great feature, it just duplicates the one you just did. And so I don't have to change any of this. I just come here and I pick, let's pick the undershirt, wherever the undershirt is. Let's undershirt. And then I'll do another add, and I will add the normal shirt. And then we'll come here and I will bring all the sliders up, and then we'll bring it like this. And now we have the shirt. In the T-pose, it looks a little odd, but it does definitely look better when it's not, when the model's not in a T-pose. But so here's our coat off now. And there is that. That's what I want to do, actually. Come here. Do. What is going on here? Wanting to get the sensor back up. Like that black bar I was using. But, there we go. I thought it would be funny to instead. Come here. Oh. Lucky is very stretched. That's fine. Wide boy. So, oh, he fixed himself. Okay. Come here. On the top. You're gonna watch me do this in real time. There. There. Like that. Then we'll bring... Nope. Bring it up. Here we go. Like this. Then let's just make him wide. There we go. Extra wide blocky. There we go. Now we have our sensor bar. He stares at you. Okay, there we go. That's easier than trying to switch back and forth between the chatting window each time, I think. We'll see. And the lasso was a C? Yep. It's like, I see a C there. I don't, there's always been a C there. I see it 100%. But yeah. So, back to all this. Let's have our extra wide blocky. Come here. You'll create a blend shape as well. Let's see, actually. Let's bring this. Can I redo the size of this? And let's... The pop-up screen's on the other side. Maybe I don't actually have to do it now. Leave it like this. Okay. So now we're going to do another one. And we're going to do... the horns. Save. Now we have our horns here. Let's zoom in on this one. Oh, I guess I could say some of the things I'm using to move the model around. On this window, the scroll is this. And then to move it around like this, I'm pressing in the scroll wheel. So the middle mouse button. And I guess, let's see, over here, the zoom is the same way. Yeah, the movement's the same way. Like this. This is the middle mouse button. This is the scroll wheel. And then to move it like this, I'm using the right mouse button. I don't really like the movement in this screen right here. It's just a little eh. But you don't need to do it very much. Even really at all. Depending. But yeah. So, Now back to this. So horns, we will come here. And then get to see the nice iTunes pop up once again. We want the horns. Come here. And we want color. And then they've disappeared. See, that looks funky as hell. You know? But this is just a show. If you, like, actually wanted to make your horns disappear, you'd probably want to design your hair around it a little bit more. You probably also could, thinking about if I wanted to spend more time on this, I could make more hair come back here when the horns aren't on and make it a separate material as well so I can make it come off and on. But right now you got funky mohawk thing going on at the moment. But there's that. So this is the coat off. The horns off. And then we'll come over here to create another blend shape. And we'll do earrings. Like this. Come get the earrings materials. Add, not whites. I want the earrings. Not that. There we go. And that works because I want them to disappear. Earrings 2. And now we have both the earrings gone. Horn, all that. And I will go and show in Vroid how to make these layer. So say you want to be able to turn the earrings off and the horns off. You, in like, not Vroid, in VC Face. You don't need to make, like, individual blend shapes to have, like, both of them. You can make it where you can just click on both of them and they both will happen at the same time. So there's that. I'm gonna actually come over here so I can look and see. As long as you don't deselect from this page won't disappear. And so you can switch between the folders. So that's what I'm doing to look. Let's see, we're gonna create a blend shape and then this is where I want the glasses. See. Come here like this. Go materials. We will add frames, color, all of that. There. Now we'll add the lenses. Now we have those. Let's see, what else is there? We have the exclamation point. Okay, we still have that what we need to do. And then, so we've done the angry. We don't need to touch any of those. Okay. Create another blend shape. And then this one will be that. I don't really know what to call this one here. It's just gonna be exclamation point. And we want to add it right here. I think I want to make it a expression. Maybe a surprised expression. Because I guess you could, if you wanted to, just have it so when you go to like something else, you can have it appear. I think I want to come here though and try to do like a surprised. Oh, what I should say, realizing, is that these sliders are to the 100% is not the 100% that it is in Vroid. How like that crazy, like some of them are like super wide mouth, all that. This 100% is to your full expression. This is my full surprised expression. 50% of it, all that. I want to do, I think it would be fun to do this one here. Like, this has an on and off. Let's see, like that. It looks like it's just bringing it backwards. But there's our dead expression. I think I want the mouth to do more. Can I have the mouth open more? Where is... Let's see. Eyes, mouth. Okay. Mouth. Let's go 30. Maybe a little. Make that one also 30. There's that expression. So let's now make another one. I did say in a previous one that I would try to make a smug face. And so we will definitely try that one. I'm here now. We'll see how well I can do this smug look. Oh my god. Come down. See, I don't want the full one then. I want the eyes to close some. Like, actually, let's see. Which one brings the bottom of the eye? Nope, that's the, hide iris ones. Oh no, that's the... No, I'm doing the same thing. I want this one. Okay, so this brings the bottom of the eyes up. Angry slants it. Yeah, angry slants it, so I don't want it. That. I guess things him closed. Like... I guess 15 does work, maybe. Let's try 10. I think 10 maybe works a little bit better. Now I want the mouth. I want the smile. So, is it fun? Yeah. There, but let's see. Mouth large. Does that... See, let's... I want the smile to be a little wider. Go 30 then. And then can I bring up the mouth over here? Their mouth up. Go 20. Maybe I want the mouth a little less wide. Good. 20. You can't make a sideward smirk, which would be super good for a smug face. Yeah, I think we're getting smug. Let's... I think... Is there anything else we could do to get a... More... What are these? Do I know what any of this is? I don't actually think I do. Let's see. See, these are... But the... What's called... The... Skin fangs? Not a nice description. It sounds really odd. Here's a skin fang. It's what it is. But yeah. I think the smug, because when you then open the mouth, of course, there are shark teeth. So. What is this? Again, don't know what those are. Yep, no idea. Thanks, I hate it. Yeah, me too. Yep. Just... Oh, pfft. Not us clipping into the face a little bit. Don't mind that. That I also don't like, but nice, some nice, skin veins. Can you go over... Can I do this? No. So, unlike Vroid, you cannot go past 100% here. Let's see. No. No skin fangs. The more I say it, the more I hate it more. Okay. But there we go. See, I think I'm gonna leave the eyebrows neutral. I realized I didn't look at those at all. And then everything else I touched, right? Yeah. I think the eyebrows, maybe I want to bring them down some. Like, no. Let's see. It's 60. Go 50 on it. Bring them down just a little bit, but not the full, like, neutral look. Yeah, I think if we bring it to neutral and we bring it back here, this definitely brings smug. And I think that means I kind of want to bring the eyebrows, I think, down even more, actually. I think looking at it, I want... See, because we're here. And then there, look at that. I think that brings... Let's zoom in some more, just on the face. So neutral, smug. So, there's that. Words are getting in my way. 1 second. There we go. See, is that everything over here? Go. I think it is. So, of course, if anyone does their own model, you can create as many or as little blend shapes as you want. You'll be able to toggle all of them. Ones like these here, the Val ones and like Blink and that stuff, those are not toggleable blend shapes. Those are how your model moves, like its mouth. And you can come over here and say you decided afterwards that maybe you didn't really like how open it was. You can come here and you can change it once again. Can't make it more than it already is, so say you had it at the lower thing, lower than full, but like that. And so I think that's it for these ones. So let me look at my sheet of paper. Yeah. Yep, nothing on the back. So, at least for this model, that's all the extra things I was going to do. Let me pull it up and we can do... So we have the coat off. The horns off. When I'll zoom in. Do earrings off. Glasses. That face, whatever it is. And then smug. You know what? Let's do one more, actually. Let me take this this portion off here. Just go... Just so we can have everything toggleable. This takes literally 2 seconds. Like that. Material. This one. Color. Oh, and it's all good. There we go. Simple as can be. But now we have taken that off as well. I was realizing there's a few things I should have said before we fully moved it here. Once you take your model out of Vroid and you put it into Unity, you cannot take this model and put it back into Vroid. So if there's anything you want to have done or do in Vroid Studios, you have to do it all before you export it to put it into Unity. I would also, for things like, since you can't go over 100% or things like that for the expressions, like so for these base expressions and all that, and for like some of this stuff, you should do it anyways for like the hair bones and all that. I would export it as a normal, just VRM. Well, it's a normal VRM anyways, but take your VRM that you've exported it, put it into your tracking program, and then move around and mess with it like that. Toggle through the expressions there are, like talk with them, like emote with them kind of thing, to make sure those are good. because that's the base you have to work for here. And so you want to make sure that's all good instead of working all of this and then realizing, oh shit, this actually isn't great. And now I either have to deal with it or start all over. And so it never hurts to just play around and test more. Just like, it'll never hurt to throw your model into whatever tracking program you're using. Just in between the steps. And so, I know that I may have ran into that issue once. And so, but some of this stuff, like this stuff here, I don't think is super hard, but like it's still annoying if you decide that you need to do that. And so, I'm going to close out of this. You close out of it, it immediately goes back over here. So this here, make sure everything you like is all good. Your default pose, all your blend shapes are the way you like them, all that stuff. Before we export, what I will talk about this. Here, say you get out of here, all that kind of stuff, and you decide that, you know what, I don't like the way this texture looks, right? I want to go and redo the texture. You can redo the texture and then drag and drop it into your texture folder, and then you can come here. Let's see, not that. We want to go over to materials. This is the coat. Then we'll come over to textures and say, here's your new coat texture. You will drag it into this little square. You see the little square up here that says, like, under texture, where we were messing with if it was visible or not. The lit color alpha, and then the shade color. I don't think you need to do it for the shade color. I do it for both, just in case. You'll just kind of drag and drop it here. You can see how we get that little square plus the plus, meaning it's able to. You'll drag and drop it there, and then I'll drag and drop them over here. And it'll change the way this looks. See, I'll just take a... This is going to look super strange, but let's drag and drop this one into it. Look at that. See, look. So there we go. Changes that, and then we take it and we put it back, and it's this one again. And so, there's your thing for fixing textures if you want. It's the same thing with this. So this is the thumbnail that Vroid automatically takes for your model. So if you put in like Vroid and all that, you'll get the little square that shows your model. It will be this. You wanted to change this, you could take a new photo of it, of this model, and you can come over and select Unity model here. And then I think you just drag and drop it. Yeah, you drag and drop it just right there. I wonder if I came here. Nope, not right there. Let's come here. Let's go. Create. Oh, here you can see create folder. New. Let's just go. Just make it a 5. There we go. Wonderful 5. We'll put blocky up just in case. I'm going to drag and drop the other model in. Let's go like this. Let it load in. I'm dragging and dropping in the... I dragged and dropped in our other one, the one that we didn't have all the selected things for. I actually don't know how some of this would work or look, because you can't actually... Like, the materials are all... Yeah, I don't know how some of these here are. But yeah. But what we'll do is we'll come over to... You can come over here to textures. Let's select you. You can come over here if you want and then drag and drop the image you want. Like right there. There you go. Now you have a brand new thumbnail. I'm just going to delete this. Yes. And then come here. Back to textures. So I can tell them apart in the program. I'm going to come back here and we're going to put this right there. Have that thumbnail back. And so there you go. There's that one there. I think that's everything. Like, we don't mess with this one. Meshes, it's kind of neat to look at them, but it's not really anything. That, yeah. Those other ones you don't touch. It's really only blend shape and materials that you touch. And say the texture folder if you're, like, flip-flopping around texture. And all of that kind of stuff. And so there's that. I'm going to go here. I'm going to save this. Make sure it doesn't pop up with any... Nope. Okay, we'll head back here now. What you'll do, now that you have completed your model, you will come over here and you will select your model in the hierarchy. So you'll see all this. You'll come over to VRM 0 right here. You'll click it. You'll click export. And it'll pop up with this. You'll have your language as English. You can make it T-pose if it's not already. It default is T-pose, and so you don't really need to touch this. And so all of those are fine. This here is for down here because you don't have certain things selected. But here's that. The version that this was exported from is a 1.29.1. Yes, that's what I exported it from. You can, when you export it from Vroid, put the version into it then, and it will automatically pop up here. I didn't think to do that. So, when you export it, you can put it into it there, and it will pop up here as part of the information. Here's your same things. Only creator, disallow this stuff, all that kind of stuff. Thumbnail, all that kind of stuff. Really, if you have, like, this information here, the information wants the version, you don't have to touch anything. And you'll just click export. And so we will export it. You'll then save it to wherever you want it to. I want it to be saved to all my other VRMs. Let's name this. What do I want to name this model? Just name it this. I'm just gonna literally name it Unity to keep it simple. I'll let it now save. So now we're back here. It is all saved. You can now, if you want, get out of this, close it, all that kind of stuff. And so let me get rid of the display capture. And so, wait, did we get any name suggestions? We did get name. I completely forgot that. Let me pull it up. So, there was a name suggestion that I liked. Let me come over to it. Community. Right here. Right now it's the top comment. I may pin it. It is for the name Amelia. And I think that's such... Let me come here. I think that's just such a pretty name. Let me see. I'll go and pin it right now. Let's... Pin. It is from Sinlow. I think the name Amelia is just such a pretty name. You know? I think that's what we'll go with. But everyone else's name suggestions were good. Other than you, Hyper. With all your meat puns. Came up with more than I thought. But yes. Yeah, so now it's the pin comment. So, if he wants to go to that community post, you can see it. See, I'll go through and I'll rename it to Amelia real quick. Fair. You know, like, with meat puns, it's very creative with some of these. I don't know how you've done this, but you have. Let me come here and I'll rename this. Let's rename this one. Let me actually spell it correctly. Help sometime. There we go. So, thank you everyone for the all the name suggestions. You're all great. Months of experience with puns. Well, you're putting that practice to good work, I see. By eat puns against me, Amelia Bacon. Fine, I'll do it. This is your guys' win, only for a little bit. Amelia Bacon. That is your win for now. That is now our model's name. You should be proud of yourself. Got the meat pun into the name. Okay, let me now. See, I'm going to close out of Unity because it doesn't need to be open. I'm going to close out of Vroid as it also doesn't need to be open. There we go. So now let's come back over here. Oh, actually, we'll stay here, and I'm going to do this like this. Because the smart thing to do would have been to keep my old face thing I had from last time we did this. But I didn't for some reason. Capture cursor, sure. Okay. There we go. And then I want to open up VC face once more. Let's get out of studio mode. We will add you. So. Start. Now let's come back over here. And we will... You know what I'm realizing? I'm realizing? Put this on the wrong one. Let's try this again. Let's put this on the correct spot. Here. Add existing. The one I just did. Yeah, okay. Now. There we go. I didn't allow for transparency. Allow transparency. There we go. We're back here now. So, let me now reset the position. So here is our wonderful model. We will come over to settings. So I will now show how to do the expressions. So here's our expressions. They are completely over me. But here are our normal ones. So smile, all these ones, the ones we had last time. Now if we come down, we now have these ones. Hello! We now have these ones here. These ones don't have any sort of toggles at the moment. You know what? That means I don't actually need that up. And so, if you're going to do hotkeys, do not do, like, that. Just an S as your hotkey. I didn't want to save. Why didn't it save? Is it because... Do A? Okay. There we go. Don't do the random letters and all that. But for demonstrations, I'm going to use the easy ones. So, for all of these, you can see how, except for neutral, it says both base and additive, right? And so, base means if you have that one selected. Let's see, this one is the smile. And then I want to put on, let's say, different one. Let's go surprise. If they are both base, they both cannot be on at the same time. And so if you click a new one, it will go to that new one and turn off the other one. Let's say you have smiling. Actually, let's just go neutral. And we have come here to go off. Go off. If we have it additive, make that one. S, okay. Why is it not saving? Let's go. D cannot be used. W be used. Yes, W can be used. Okay. But if, like, coat is additive, when we turn the coat off... Oh, we can... we clipped through a little bit right there. Our, transparency is, a little much. I forgot... I think I forgot to turn that off when we exported it. That's fine. Our hair moves a bit much, too. I didn't change any of that kind of stuff. But now that our code is off and it is additive, we come over here to surprise. Surprise will happen while the coat is still on. And so we have earrings. Let's make earrings U. We code off, and then we can also turn the earrings off at the same time. And so... And for things like this, let's go with the coat. Here's our transition time. For this, let's see. You go, this, it instantly turns it off. See? So for these, I think I'll just make them all. Like for, expressions, I like to keep the transition time about where it's at. Because then you can see the face move to that said expressions. But for, like, this here, you don't need to see the transition because there's not really a transition happening. Go additive. Let's make this one E. Turn that one all the way over. Horns. We'll make R. Oh, R can't be used. T. T is fine. Turn that all the way over. And then smug. We will make smug a base. We also want U to be a base as well. Keep that transition time fine. There we go. We'll make smug Y. Waist will be additive, and we'll make it U. There we go. And so let's see. Which one is smug? Let's look at our smug one. So smug is Y. Now we have nice look. We go. Now we have that off. We put it back on. Our horns off. But all with the expression still on. Let's see if we switch over here to this one. But also our smug. They can't stay on at once. Now let's come back over here to smug. So you see the eyebrows clip. And so I think we go here. We'll just like make the eyebrows not track. Maybe we want them because we want them to go up. I think it's fine. Let's come over here to this one then. Think the eyebrows cannot track. You don't... I guess I don't really need to be going over this because for some of this stuff, but yeah. Then blinking. I think it'd be funny if the blinks didn't happen the whole time this was here. There we go. And again, if we wanted to, we could come here and turn off the horns, or put the heart glasses on. Look at the heart glasses with the smug. Or no coat. It's like that. There we go. Like, so. I'm thinking. That's it. Let's go back to neutral. I realize some of these are also switching my expressions around as well. Because they're toggled to the same buttons. Heart and Smug looks so good. Let's see. Let's keep it Heart and Smug. Let's go. Smug was... Nope, that's Coat. Smug was... Nope. Smug. And... There we go. Like, is shading possible in these programs, or do the shadows need to be baked into the model? For my model, I have drawn the shadows onto the texture. And like you can see on the neck, I've done it. I think if you come here to lighting... I think we can come here to... Let's see, not that. This. We had shadows at some point. Where is it? Let's go. Effects setting? General? No. There were we had shadows at some point. Nice awkwardness. Oh, shadows right there. There we go. There's the shadows in it. Let's see. Let's turn the intensity. It seems the shadow's only right there. Let's see. Can I? You can obviously, I think, play around more in it to try to see if you can get more shadows. Let me zoom in. Because there's some shadows on the neck, the ears. This intensity, if I bring that... Yeah, so for those kinds of shadows, it's kind of just like that. What if I click reset? Nope, that doesn't do jack. Go straight up 1. I don't play much with shadows. Like play around with it because I turn them off and all that. In Vroid Studios 2, they have where you can have the shadows on as well inside that program as well. And so I think that would also work here. I turn all of it off. And so that's as much as I can tell you for that. But they're not they are there. That's a long-winded question saying yes, these programs can do shadows. There's the simple answer to your question. Okay. Nice full face. There we go. Mug and sunglasses is how we're keeping it. And so, but I think that's it. You know? It means I was correct, that this is the last stream of making this model. And so, now, because I don't think, yeah, there's nothing else to do. I think I'll make sure that I've explained everything, right? Yeah, I've done all the links. So every link for everything that's being used is in the descriptions. So Vroid Studios there. For that, I would just use the latest release, but you can go backwards if you want. BC Face, which is the program I'm using for tracking. Let's see, let's go. There we go. Which is being used for tracking. That the download's right there. I think you maybe can go backwards on it. I actually don't know. For latest release for that one. And so that Unity Archive I explained earlier. You just go and find the version. Unity.com. I don't know if I fully explained that one. Let's see. Let's come. Where is it? Right here. right? Nope, not that one. I have this one. Yes, it is. It is just right there in the middle of the screen. I think it's like, yeah, the download. So you'll click the download page. It'll bring you to another page. And you should just click download from there. I don't feel like re-downloading it to my computer, and so there's that one. UNIVRM I explained as well. You just go there and you can type in the release version, and it is the version that it's written in the description. And then Krita. Krita I did not talk about this stream, but I've talked about it in previous ones. That is the art program. It is a completely free art program that I use for some of this stuff. So I use that and I use Procreate. But Procreate is a paid program on the iPad. And so, a completely free version, which is actually what these earrings were made in. These earrings were made in, Krita. And so, but yes, there it is. And of course, like everything, if you wanted to spend money, you could get things for that. You have like booth where you can buy assets and things on and all of that. If you want to make yours completely free, this is all your stuff. Everything all right here. Okay. Now get out of that so I don't accidentally fuck with my description. There we go. Well, that is it. Let's see. Should I end off stream with both of them? Come over here. I have a feeling I switch over to my chatting screen. She's gonna be really big up here. Oh, nope, she's gonna be tiny. Go like this. Here. And then like this, and then bring you over. Now. There we go. For now. Now this is gonna be the end of stream. Let me throw here. Like, is a chair part of the background or is its own object? Oh yeah, I guess I could change the chair. No, the chair is its own object. See, there we go. Let's actually, can I go like this? This is lock. Now can I grab the chair, please? Oh, nope. Chair is just gonna be like that then. Okay, what if I now do this? No, let's hide you. I can make you visible. Now grab the chair. Let me grab the chair, please. Oh, it's because this is locked, isn't it? There I go. I can grab the chair. I can bring it over. Now I want to duplicate. And I copy chair number 2. There. Let's bring you back. Take this chair and put it right there. Now we have 2 chairs. Now we have 2 chairs. Go to see how this model moves a little bit. The hair is... Wow, the hair is really very movie. Like, when you go like this. See, you flip one of them. Oh, so they're... See, if I go here, let's... This is going to pop up over, can I... Mirror motion. There we go. Mirrored the motion now. Now they look like they're looking at each other. Oh my god. Look at... The way they're looking at each other. Oh my god. That's amazing. It's not gonna look like that fully because yeah, it's still the smug face too. That's amazing. Oh, we're gonna keep it like that. That's too amusing not to keep like that. Even though they're gonna be looking like this for most of it, as I'm now looking at my computer screen, but as I look over at chat, they're like side-eyeing each other. Oh my god. That's amazing. Okay, let me pull up the stuff I say at the end of stream. There we go. So upcoming streams. I need to stop looking over there because I'm gonna keep laughing at it. This is perfect, it is. I need to like put like a piece of paper so I can't look into all of that. Oh my god. So upcoming streams, we have one more this week. It's tomorrow, Friday at 12 p.m. CST. It will be Minecraft. We'll be going for the skyship. The wonderful generation. Then we'll be doing stuff. I think I said before I hadn't really thought about whether or not I was gonna go caving or not. But we may do caving. We should go caving. But we'll see. We'll see. The Wisp and Madame meet night. Oh no. Just two streamers working together. Yeah, totally. 2 people are here. 2 people. Yeah, we definitely have to keep them both. Yeah, who knows? Maybe at some point they'll make random appearances. No? Maybe I'll have to put her in, like, in the background or something. She's, like, a figure or something. Too perfect not to use them together. Oh, I would not be able to focus on a stream if I did both of these together because I'm just... Especially when they're mirrored and so they're looking at each other. Hey, could you flip one upside down? It'd be funny. That guy could flip it on OBS. That's the point? Oh, thanks. It's a good thing you don't want a good stream. You just want it to be this. Oh my. I'm getting distracted. Did I say what I needed to say? Yeah, I talked about Minecraft stream tomorrow. It's gonna be tomorrow. We're gonna do stuff. It's gonna be something, I think. You know. And so... Like, thrown off now. I need to get my bearings of, what's going on. It's like Hyper's looking for the world to burn and laugh. Oh my god. Yep, my default personality is chaos. I can tell that. I'm looking all the way over here for no particular reason. I'm not looking fully away from my other monitor or anything. Nothing like that's going on. You know, it's... But yeah, so, that is gonna be, though, this is gonna be the end. This is the final stream of making this model. It is obviously not perfect, as I did not do any polishing on it. If anyone is to make their own model, they can do, obviously, as much polishing as you want. As you can tell by my model right here, you can get it to be, like, all nice and all that. Like, but it's too powerful, you can't help but look. Oh my, it's just the way they're looking at each other. The smug face on the other one is not helping. The fact that I'm keeping on the smug face. Like, what if I change it not from the smug face? What is the smug face? Is it this one? Like, even not... Let's go like this. Nope, that's not it. It is... That. Look at that. So even without the smug face. Wisteria, oh my. See. Oh, there we go. No smug face, no nothing. So that is this model all done. I just gotta like, I just gotta stop looking. I'm like losing my train of thought every time I do it. It really is too powerful. Just looking over there, not me. Let's see. Oh, damn it. I went to go, I was gonna just, minimize OBS and just look at my chat on, my YouTube studio, but I get a preview of my stream on here. I can't escape it. Giving BFF vibes without the glasses. And then it's like... Like, Minari is trying to play, Amelia is thinking how to cause chaos. I think that's it. I really do think that's it. Or very BFF vibes. And they were roommates. Oh my. Okay. So, did I finish saying the things that I needed to for the end of stream? I think I did. It was only Minecraft I was talking about. This is why I close out my page when I finish saying things, so I know. Yes, I did. No, you didn't. Well, if I was in the middle of the sentence, well, it's lost to time. I said the important things that need to be done. Stream, Friday, 12 p.m. CST. It is going to be Minecraft. Oh, bye. Have a wonderful rest of your day. You still have to discuss future plans between you two? Oh, no. That... But yeah. So... That is all. Yes. I'm like focusing so hard on actually ending stream and not forgetting anything. But yes. Anything for these models or things are in the descriptions of these videos, these streams. All of them have stuff in the descriptions of the programs, like the links to all of it. I will go through and... Actually, no. I think I don't need to put the versions in the other ones because it is... Unity was only on this stream. For Vroid, for the other ones, it is just whichever the current one is. I guess the only Pacific versions matter for this because I just know that's the ones that work. So yeah. Midnight versus Midnight Forever. Oh no. What has this become? But that's it for the things I need to say. That is a full... That is everything. There's my stop. Now I can stop thinking about whether or not I've said it. I'm done saying new things. That is it. But yeah. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. I've never said that before, but I'm so like... I don't know. I've never said that before. I don't know why that's what I am. Like, thanks for tuning in to this radio show or something. But I'm going to actually now in stream. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye!